play here, and then I'll mute you just so you're not shown on the screen on the recording. Can you hear my music? You can't hear it? Just... Okay, well, if it's too loud, let me know. We're actually going to start seated at the back of our mat. You can sit on your knees. I'll show you. Sometimes this is a really painful seat if you tuck your toes sitting on your heels. Now we're going to stay here for a little bit, but if you're uncomfortable, just move onto your heels, untuck your toes. Bring your hands on your laps and starting again before class to really ground down in your space. Trying to bring your attention elsewhere other than your toes. Maybe closing down the eyes for a moment and taking a deep breath. As you start your breathing, I want you to focus that attention on your breath, on the expansion and contraction of your chest. Where in yoga we control the breath, but pranayama, which is breath work, we're actually controlling the lungs. We breathe about 25% of our lung capacity. That's it. So by introducing all this breath work, you're trying to get to that 100%. Inhaling, bringing your belly in as your diaphragm expands. Exhale, draw your stomach in as you pull your diaphragm down. One more breath. And slowly untuck your toes. And sit back onto your heels. Moving with our cat-cow. Inhale, arch your spine. Bring your arms back. And as you exhale, round your spine and give yourself a hug. Tuck your tailbone. Again, moving with your breath. Inhale, expand. Maybe shifting forward, what feels right. Exhale, round and hug. Finding different ways to do cat-cow. Let's do a few more. You can follow me or just follow your own intuition here. If you want to move fast, if you want to move slow. With each movement, you're exaggerating. You're going a little bit deeper, squeezing your shoulder blades together. One more time like this. Exhale, hug. And inhale, slowly crawl into your cat-cow. Can you continue? Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. What is your body telling you? What does your body need right now? Maybe shifting side to side. Can you look at your right hip and then your left? Gentle, gentle gaze. From here, let's pivot onto your right knee. Come into side angle, right hand, right knee down, left hand up, and side stretch. As you reach your right hand to the front of your mat, find the side stretch. As you inhale, come up to standing and reach your right hand up. One more time, inhale. Right hand down, reach to the front of your mat, exaggerating your movement. Inhale, rise. Use your obliques as you rise, your core. And back down. Placing both hands down, pivot, and come into your first plank. Alrighty, girls, this is where we start our core work. Squeezing almost everything here, starting from our feet, our legs, squeezing our glutes. Tuck your tailbone round your back, belly in. Can we hold here? Now, if you really can't do it anymore, drop down onto your knees. But when you drop onto your knees, try to keep your upper body in the same position. If you want to push a little bit more, stay in your plank. Breathe here. Let's stay for 2 more breaths. 2 more. Last one. And as you exhale, drop your left foot knee down, pivot, side, modified side plank on your right. So your right hand is sweeping up and to the front of your mat. Moving with your breath again as you inhale, come up. Left hand reaches to the back. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold to the front. Move again with your breath. We'll go over 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And from here, let's go back into our plank. Bringing both hands down and stepping back. Find your plank. Second round. Maybe you have a little bit more confidence in your plank because you know what to engage. Can you be light on your toes? Drawing your belly in. Your shoulders are above your wrists. This will help. Your alignment helps with the strength, with holding positions a little longer. One more breath here. Work those arms and slowly shift into your down dog as you send your hips back. Find your first down dog, like your first sip of coffee or your first sip of wine. Maybe shifting side to side, bringing your hips to the right and your hips to the left. Maybe bending your knees. What feels good right now? You want to find comfort in down dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. And when you can find stillness, come to a little stillness. Spreading your fingers wide. Trying to bring your chest towards your thighs. Moving again. This music kind of brings you into a flow state. So we'll do a few waves. Coming high in your toes, slowly shifting forward one vertebra at a time until you find your plank. You won't stay in plank. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, stick your butt out, push your butt back. Again, coming high in your toes, rounding and waving back as you bend your knees and arch your spine. So again, this movement can be done really slow. Good. Let's go with a few more of these waves. You can always come down onto your knees when you push back. I'll demonstrate on the knees as you roll forward, and then dropping onto your knees and arching your spine. One more wave like this. And slowly coming down onto our knees, finding our tabletop. Inhale, sweep your right hand up. Exhale, pass it through under your left. Find a little shoulder stretch as you lay your right cheek on your mat. Maybe you'll advance your left hand. We do a lot of shoulder strength work. So stretching out our shoulders, something that I should add in my classes more often. And bringing your left palm near your face as you push up. And place your right hand on your mat and sweep your left hand up. Exhale, pass it through under your arm, bringing your left cheek to the mat. And back to center. Let's go in with a little puppy while that we're in this pose. So coming out of your pose and keeping your hips in line with your knees, just start advancing your hands slowly. As you advance your hands, you're bringing your chest closer to the mat. And maybe you can rest your chin. Maybe you rest your forehead. We know why this is called puppy pose. We see puppies, dogs doing this all the time. Releasing our back and our upper back and our shoulders, our shoulder blades. Bringing your forearms onto the mat as you slowly round your back and come into our Sphinx pose, bringing our hips onto the mat. So here your wrists, your elbows are in line with your shoulders. And you're really trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together, gazing forward, feeling it in your lower back here. Pause and just feel. There's no pain and there's sensation. Then hold and enjoy the activation of your lower back. And slowly release your forehead onto the mat. Bringing your hands like wings aside. We're gonna go in for a lotus. As you inhale, lift your chest off of your mat, lift your feet off, point, engage, squeeze. And exhale, release. resting for a moment as we go in for another. Are we ready? Engage your legs, point your toes. As you inhale, peel your heart off the mat. Your hands are like wings beside you, squeezing your glutes here. And exhale. Resting. We're gonna go in for one more like this, and we're gonna hold for 2 breaths. We're really focusing on your lower back activation. Are you ready? Engage. Inhale and lift. Hold. Can you exhale? Can you inhale again? Next exhale, slowly release. I don't normally like that, but I know it's so good for your back. Those I don't like. They're rare. All right. Tucking our toes, bringing our hands where our chest and our ribs meet. As you exhale, push into your plank. And then find your down dog. All right, we're gonna move into a flow. Now, this flow might be a little challenging, but it's the only challenging part of the class. Martha asked me if my class was gonna be hard tonight, and I said no, so I'll keep that promise. All right, girls, just this part. Keeping that motivation going. Why? That intention is why you came on this mat today. Why are you here? When you lose motivation, come back to your why. All right, inhale, sweep your right leg up. Oh, bend your knee and open your hip. You're opening your right hip. Maybe you're making circles with your knee. You find that hip, warming up your hip joint, and then straighten. Bring it in, your knee to your left elbow, twist, squeeze. Yes, everything in the midline. Inhale back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it in again. Twist and squeeze. Inhale back up. Last time. As you exhale, bring it in, knee to elbow, twist and squeeze. Okay, here we're in our twist. Straighten your right leg. So your right leg is on the left side. Spin onto your back heel. Fall in triangle, reach your left hand up. This is the only hard pose. Exhale, bring it back. Place your hand down. Curl your knee back into your chest. This time we're gonna go for flip dog. Spin on the outer edge of your left foot. Place your right foot behind you. Send your hips up. And exhale, curl it in. And step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Lizard, yes. Okay, those are the 2 hard poses. You can join again. So here we're in our lizard. Another static, passive stretch here. So you have options. You have options to stay where you are. You have options to come down onto your forearms. The next option is to open to the right as you let your leg fall out to the right. Spinning on so if your leg falls out to the right, make sure you're on the outer edge of your right foot. Holding here. Maybe you want to find a little bit of movement. Maybe tucking your toe and just shifting back and forth. Tucking your back toe. Maybe coming on your hands and shifting. One pose, you can do so many different things. What feels good to your body? All right, from here, we're gonna step back. And you did, okay, actually, yeah, we're gonna step back. So round your upper back and step your right foot back into our plank. All right, drop down onto your forearms. And you can drop down onto your knees if you're a little bit tired. Okay, this is where we do a little bit of core and crunch. So oblique work. So dropping your right hip to the right and coming back up to center. Dropping your left hips to the left and back to center. Let's go for 10. Remember, this sequence is the hardest. Once you get past this sequence, then you're just floating. You're loving life. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back. Walk your feet in. Find your dolphin. Okay. We're pushing up from dolphin to down dog. So really spread your fingers wide. Can you push up? Lift your elbows up at the same time. Down dog. Nice. Same leg, we're almost done this sequence. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, curl your knee to your nose, curl it in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale, drop your foot, your right foot between your hands, and your back knee on the mat. Finding Kapyasana, low lunge, inhale, rise. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows and creating a little pillow with your hand as you slowly start to tilt. If this is uncomfortable, you can stay in your Kapyasana. Exhale. Okay, I want you to just come out of it a little bit. Find that straight line. And placing your hands, your palms on your right knee, I want you to round your back like we're in table and feel here, the stretch here. Rounding your back, bringing your chin to your chest. Finding your stretch in your hip flexor. And exhale, release. Let's go in for one more. Squeeze, round your upper back, tuck your tailbone in, feeling in your left hip flexor. And exhale. From here, let's come into our half split, straightening our front leg. Inhale, really lengthen. Exhale, fold. Finding your depth here. This is part of the hard sequence. See, it's not so bad. One more breath. And exhale, slowly start to shift your knee forward. Place both hands down, tuck your back toe, round your back. And we're gonna step into our plank and take our vinyasa. So when you take your vinyasa, you lower halfway or all the way. You inhale, up dog. Back bend of your choice. Rolling your shoulders back. Exhale, send your hips up and back. Down dog. Perfect, guys. That was one side. As we get through the other side, then you've done the hardest part of this class. We got it. We can do it. Inhale, sweep your left leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Maybe finding circles. Circles with your knee. Other direction. And slowly coming back to straight. All right, 3, knee to right elbow twist. So as you inhale, exhale, bring it in, twist and hold. Inhale, back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, curl it in, knee to elbow twist, hold. Got this. Inhale, back up. Last time, exhale, bring it in and twist, hold. And can you straighten your leg out? And straighten it out to the right. Put your weight onto your left hand, pivot inside of your back foot, and sweep your right hand up. Fallen triangle. Not here too long. Got it, Gigi. Placing both hands down. Curl your knee into your nose. Find your flip dog. Pivot on the outside of your back foot. Place your left foot behind you. And hips up. Oh, maybe it's not it either. I guess I can get out of it. And then let's find our lizard. Left leg forward. Whew, I'm hot. All right, again, here with your lizard, we're in this pose for a few breaths. So either you can find your movement, find your stillness. Maybe you want to find a deeper stretch onto your forearms. Maybe you want to open your chest out. If you found stillness, maybe you want to find a bit of movement now. Tucking your back toe and your back toes and lifting your knee. Maybe coming onto your palms and shifting. If you've already done this, maybe you want stillness. All right, find your engagement. We're going to go into our plank. Step your foot back and then come down onto our forearms. I always like to advance my hand to the edge of my mat and then bring forearms down. All right, let's get through this last set of obliques. Hip dips. So drop your hips to the right and back up to center. To the left, back up to center. Exhale as you go down, inhale up. Keep going. Hate me now, thank me later, girls. Hate me now, thank me later. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, walk it in. Walk your feet in. And let's find our down dog. So simultaneously lifting your elbows up, pushing into your hands, finding your down dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose. Finding our low lunge. Your foot between your hands and dropping your knee. Can you hear me? Find that low lunge. Interlace. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows this time. Just slowly shifting your head back into your pillow. And slowly coming out of it. So here, finding that engagement on your right hip flexor. So bring it in because you want your right leg to be straight. Placing your interlaced hands on your left leg. And as you start to slowly push, you tuck your tailbone in around your back. Feeling that engagement. Whew. This is probably a really good pose for those who sit at the office in front of a computer all day. Whew. Exhale, release. Let's go for one more. And start engaging, rounding, tucking. Feeling it in your right hip flexor. A really sensitive space, vulnerable spot right there. Exhale back. Whew. And slowly straighten our left leg. So straighten your left. Trying to face your toe. And as you inhale, belly in, exhale, fold. Flexing your foot. You want the hamstring engagement. Another mover I like to introduce movement, another pose. One more breath here, girls. And slowly exhale, straight to, bend your left knee, place your palms. And actually we're gonna step our right foot to meet our left. Inhale halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees and fold as you let your belly and your chest fall onto your thighs. Letting your heavy head hang, rocking it back and forth, saying yes and no. And releasing both elbows, slowly one vertebra at a time, rolling up to standing. Whew. All right, continuing with sun salutations. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back, and take your vinyasa. Lowering halfway, all the way. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. We're gonna move through sun salutations, 2 more. As we move through it, try maybe to deepen your stretch. Maybe to jump or float forward, build on to your sun salutations. More control, more depth. Inhale, high your toes, bend your knees forward. Step, jump or float at the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, feel it in your hamstrings. Inhale, rise, come up to standing, reach. Exhale, contract, hands to heart, contract your belly. 2 more like this. Inhale, arms up, reach, maybe find a back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Same exhale, step, jump, or float back with bent arms. Take your vinyasa, your flow. Move with your breath. And meet back in down dog. All right. Last Last flow here. Inhale high in your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Step jumper, lightly float. Can you be light on your feet when you jump? Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep moving, one more, fluid motion. Inhale, reach, arms high. Exhale, fold from your hips. Inhale, halfway, find length in your spine. Exhale, step, jump to float back. If you jump back, bend your arms. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, find your down dog. Finishing off, let's go high in our toes. Bend your knees. If you're jumping forward, use your hands as brakes. Send your hips high and be light, light on your feet. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Last time, come up to standing. Inhale, reach high. And hands to heart as you exhale. All right, moving with a more sequencing here. Bend your knees, graze the mat with your fingers, come into chair. Oh yeah. Hate me now, thank me later. Use those glutes. Toes together, weight in your heels. Maybe you can wiggle your toes. Turn your pinkies in. Hold here, one more breath. Exhale, fold and straighten. Take your vinyasa. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands down. Step, jump, or float with bent arms. If you float back, use your bent arms. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Right away, right leg up. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step through. Find warrior one. So warrior one, your back foot, toes are at 45 degrees and your heel is down. When you're rising, you're really focusing on squaring your hips. I like to keep my hips on, my hands on my hips so I know. Inhale, rise. Peel into your warrior. Bending into your front knee a little bit more. Bring your hands in prayer. So we're gonna shift forward. We're gonna find our warrior three. So if you shift forward, all of a sudden you have a nice line from your back of your foot to the crown of your head. Maybe coming onto your back toes. And if you can, start floating your back foot up. Find your warrior three. Yes. Squaring your hips, so dropping your hip, flexing or pointing your foot. Find your point of concentration, your drishti point. And slowly coming, can you bring your leg with you? Your knee in line with your hip. Right hand, twist to the left. Whew. And slowly unravel, both hands down. Find your chair. Go right into it. Chair on the other side now, sinking in. Exhale, fold. Straighten and fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands down. Take your vinyasa. So you're floating back, jumping back, stepping back. Inhale. Exhale. Right away, left foot. Inhale, sweep your left foot up. Exhale, bring it through and place it between your hands. All right, so spinning your back heel down, your toes are at 45. Rise, feel your position first. Alignment is actually quite important if you really want to feel into the pose. And sweeping your arms up, dropping your shoulders. And bringing your hands in prayer. Again, 45 degrees, shift your body. Feel that alignment from your toe to your crown of your head. That's sweet, sweet line of energy. And shifting onto your toes. Woo, can you lift your back foot up? Find your warrior three. Yeah, girls, you got it. Beautiful. If you're wobbling, if you fall out of it, that's okay. Find one point of concentration. Can you slowly bring your foot with you as you rise? Knee in line with your hip and twist to the right. And back to center, both feet down. Woo! All right, a little bit more balancing work and then we'll cool it down. All right, just find your mountain pose. Your feet are hip width apart, palms facing forward, rolling your shoulders back, tucking your tailbone in. Feel into a simple pose. Four corners of your feet grounding down. Maybe closing down the eyes for a moment. As you remember the control of your lungs rather than the control of your breath. As you feel your diaphragm move and pull down as you exhale, creating more space for your lungs. All right, a simple pose here. Shifting your weight onto your right leg, finding tree. So I'm gonna move here just so you can see me. Tree pose first. Maybe you bring your foot here. Avoid your joint, so don't put your foot on your joint. Or maybe you're gonna bring your foot here. Squeeze your glute, push your knee out, and maybe you can rise as strong and steady as a tree, and maybe finding the wind. And slowly come out of it. All right, other side. Weight onto your left. So here's your first. Maybe crawling up past your knee. And here's your second option. Avoid your joint though. Don't put your foot on your knee because it's quite dangerous. I don't know if Martha, you have it on your joint or not. Pushing your elbow, your toe, your knee out. Squeeze. So push your thigh against your foot. And then when you feel steady, maybe rise. Nice. Whew. Simple yet effective. All right, let's move into a very small sequence and then we'll have a lot of cool down. So Weight onto your right leg. Let's find eagle. So bend your right leg, wrap your left leg around. And again, here you can use your toe as a kickstand, or you can snug it behind. Left arm under right. So you're near this eagle crunch. Beautiful. Staying here. Lifting your elbows high. Maybe exhale. And bring your head down. Woo! This acts a lot of control and balance. And slowly rise. Unravel. Left leg steps back. Warrior two. Dropping your shoulders. Pushing your knee out. And hands in prayer, straighten your front leg, bend your right, Skandasana, the back of your mat. Beautiful. And we're gonna rise, but we're only gonna rise halfway. Woo! Goddess. Hate math later. You can bring your arms up, feeling into your goddess pose. And exhale, straighten, bring your toes in and fold. All right, now we're in a forward fold. You can just find a little bit of movement or stillness. We're gonna stay here for a couple breaths. If it's in your practice to take an inversion, go for it. And I'm gonna skip that. And slowly placing your hands on your hips and rising back. Pivoting your right toes out to the front of the mat. Reaching your hands forward, finding our triangle. Reach, reach, reach. And then float your hand onto your shin as you reach your left hand up. Opening your chest. Oops, good. And slowly coming back to center and stepping forward. All right, same thing, other side, and then mega cool down. I'm just gonna shift here so you can see me. Wrapping your right leg over your left as you bend into your left. And then your right hand under your left. You're squeezing everything into the midline here. Lifting your elbows up. Pulling them away from your body. Maybe trying different hand variations as you come down. Woo. Lots of control and balance. This is options. And slowly coming out of it, can you unwrap and step your right foot back? Warrior two. I'm just gonna turn so I can see you. Left leg bent. Find your graceful warrior two. Bringing your shoulders down, bending into your knee. Breathing here. Fire up your left leg so you can enjoy Skandasana. Hands in prayer, straighten your left leg, bend your right. Skandasana to the back. So here you can put your hands onto the mat or Martha, great. Just listening to your body. And back up, goddess. Woo! Let's do another little booty torque there. This is a good one. This is a good one to practice your little movements while working your glutes and your legs. Have fun. Yes, have fun with this. And when you're ready, woo, we got this. Straighten and fold. Finding still a little bit of movement if you want here. Sometimes I like to shift my hips side to side, just to kind of feel what it does to my, body. How does it feel to you? And slowly shifting your toes to the front as you rise and then shift. Last little triangle here, arms out. Reach, reach, reach. And float your arm down onto your shins. Feeling the stretch in your side body, reaching your hand. Opening your chest. And slowly coming out of it as you step towards the front of your mat. All right, making our way down to the mat, girls, coming high on our toes. And when you're on your toes, squeezing your glutes, start to bend into your knees as you bring your glutes to your heels. Ooh, find your toe balance. You can take crow here if you want. If you don't want to take crow, I don't know if she's doing it. Okay, control, keep your hands up. Can you come onto your heels? And then sit back. And then find boat. Woo! All right, a little bit of core work here. Lower. We're gonna rise. And rise. Let's go for 5. Keeping it short and sweet. A lot of control. 3. 2 more. Working your core, squeeze your core when you're here. And then back up. Let's go for 1 more. And back up. Woo. All right. Coming to a little forward leg. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Maybe grabbing your ankle or your feet. And coming back up. We're gonna go into a log. So your right leg is, your shin is in line with your mat. And then your left foot, so your left ankle is gonna go on top of your right knee. And your right knee is gonna go on top of your left ankle. Now, you might look like this. That's okay. With time, your knee might touch your ankle. If it's tight in your hip, stay there. If it's too tight, you can spread your knees out wider. So you want to bring your knees in line with your ankles. Now, we call this log because our legs look like logs. And if both of your hips are on the mat, you can maybe crawl your hands. if you feel it there. Or you feel it exactly seated straight, like Martha. Knowing your limits and knowing your body is just probably the key of having a fun class. But also that's where you see results a lot more. Listening to your body and knowing your body's limits. And slowly coming up. And shifting sides. So now your left leg is out, in line with your mat. And then your right ankle lays on top of your left knee, right ankle, flexing your feet. This protects your wrists, your ankles, I mean. And again, finding the length and folding. Or sitting up straight. Or anywhere in between. I did a yoga class today and it was with my teacher, and it was really hard, very hard for me. So I definitely know you're feeling when you take a class that's a little challenging, but the reward after challenge is actually, it's worth the pain and struggle. Once you can shift your mindset, then challenging classes become fun. It's all about your mindset. And coming back up to center. Maybe finding a little windshield wipe with your legs. And we're gonna come into a nice wide-legged. We're going from external to internal rotation. Try to keep it about 70 degrees, 70% of your flexibility. You don't want to go your full length yet. Here again, inhale, crown of your head is tall. Exhale, slowly crawling forward. Now this pose is actually one of the poses that you can hurt yourself most because we tend to overstretch. So really stop where your body is telling you to stop and stay here for about 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Don't rush into it. Let your body release into the pose rather than forcing into the pose. Just like life, right? If you force anything, well, it's gonna go to shit. Like a relationship. A yoga class is literally a metaphor to life and mirrors our life. Struggle, feel good, maybe a little tear, maybe a little laugh. Go, 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 relax. We have it all. We can revisit our entire day in an hour. Who would have thought? You can crawl your hands, stay in your depth, but crawl your hands to the right, near your right foot. Keeping your depth. Sometimes I like to place my forehead on my palm or on the mat. I want to find comfort here. And slowly bringing your hands back to center and crossing to the left side. And slowly crawling back to center and coming up. We're going to bring both legs together, do a little windshield, get to shake it out. And we'll lay on our backs. When we lay on our backs, we know what's coming. Hugging both knees into your chest. Keeping hold of your right, extend your left. And exhale, twist. As you bring your right knee to the left side and you gaze to the right. And back to center. Hugging both knees into your chest. Releasing your right. Keep your left. And twist to the right as you gaze to the left. And back to center. Hugging both knees in. And maybe we'll find happy baby. So soles of your feet high, grabbing the outside of your feet or your ankles or your toes with your peace fingers. And finding a bit of movement as you try to keep your lower back on the mat. So your sacrum is on the mat. And once your sacrum is on the mat, then you can really push into your hips. I'll dance, little wiggle. And slowly release your feet. Come into another little tight ball as you squeeze. Give yourself a big hug. Give yourself some love. Maybe give yourself a little kiss. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale here. Hold your breath. And exhale. As you exhale, release your feet on corners of the mat. Palms facing up. And finding a well-deserved Shavasana. As you inhale, fill up your lungs, hold your breath. Controlled breathing here. Working our lungs. Expanding, working to expansion. Exhale. As you exhale, hold your breath at the bottom. Hold and squeeze. Fight the urge to breathe. Inhale. Inhale and hold. Exhale. As you exhale, feel your diaphragm slowly dropping. And then squeeze your energy into your belly, your mula bandha, fighting that urge to breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more time together. Inhale. Hold. Can you relax while you hold? Can you relax your shoulders while you hold? Exhale, hold. Contracting your belly. Hold. And release whenever. Letting your breath take a natural flow. As you lay here and do absolutely nothing. As you lay here and slowly feel the release. Your tension release in every part of your body. Maybe you'll feel it in your eyes. Maybe in your shoulders. Maybe in your lower back. Maybe in your legs. There's nowhere you have to be, but right here. The next few minutes are yours.
Leave a light on in the wild.
To wander off into a parallel universe. Just sit with the appreciation of life.
Dreaming of a lighthouse in the woods, shining a little light to bring us back home.
Maybe to appreciate whatever it is you want to be with.
When to find you in the backyard, hiding behind our busy lives. We're dreaming of a lighthouse in the woods to help us get back 'cause I know
Slowly
I've seen you before.
bringing awareness back into your body, movement, wiggling your fingers and your toes, stretching, shifting to one side. You continue to be gentle with yourself. And slowly coming up, keeping your eyes closed. Coming to a seated position. Crossing your legs. Maybe inward, just a little bit longer. Take a deep breath in. And sighing it out. Your hands, prayer, bowing your head to your chest. And ending this class with gratitude. Gratitude for our practice. Gratitude for your body. For giving yourself this time to get stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Thank you for letting me guide you, ladies. Namaste.